This not my kingdom, boy. This not my kingdom, boy. I'm aiming at demons, boy. I do not see these boys. They're living for Lincolns, they money dry up and start shrinking. My team full of lions to find. Come to your city and spark up a riot. Eating these beats like I'm needing a diet. Shout out to Disky and shout out to Tyus. Yeah, we gotta go, we gotta go. Taking the message from coast to the coast. My trust in the kingdom, my hope in the most.
What's good, NMKBH Nation, man? Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of NMKBH Talk. Man, we are so happy to be here with you guys. We are so happy that you all joined us. Let's hop into week 3 of faith.
Yes, sir.
Today, our scripture is coming from James 2, verses 14 through 17. And it says, "What good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say you have faith, but don't show it by your actions? Can that kind of faith save anyone? Suppose you see a brother or sister who has no food or clothing, and you say, 'Goodbye and have a good day, stay warm and eat well,' but then you don't give that person any food or clothing. What good does that do? So you see, faith by itself isn't enough. Unless it produces good deeds, it is dead and useless."
Faith without works is dead. Man, I'm glad we're talking about this, man. Like he says, week 3, faith. I'm glad we're talking about this because I know to the naked eye, it seems that this is a contradiction to what Paul said when he said that we are saved by faith alone. Well, now you're hearing that faith without works is dead. So it's like, no, what am I supposed to think? But when Paul was saying faith, we are saved by faith alone, he was talking in that way because people were trying to be saved by works, by the law, by trying to fulfill the law. And that is still true to this day and still true when they said this verse. But this verse is saying that we are saved by faith, but faith produces works.
Yep. You hit it right on the head, man. It's the works is what makes the faith complete. You know, the good deeds is what makes the faith complete. You know, if you go on and you keep reading down the line, he gives an example of Abraham. You know, Abraham was one of the dudes that God made the promise to have descendants more than stars. And Abraham was believing in him, and he believed, but his faith was made complete whenever God told him to take his son Isaac up and sacrifice him. See, that's what made his faith complete. You know, a practical example, if I sit here and say my mom's food is good, and I say I believe my mom's food is good, but I won't eat it, what good is that faith and saying that I think my mom's food is good? I mean, it really doesn't mean anything. The example in there is talking about if you see someone hungry and cold and you say, well, hope you find some food and get warm. Like, what does that do? So we really want to be clear. Salvation is in the faith alone. God, it's a free gift from God. But to make our faith complete, it must produce good deeds. Our faith cannot be complete if we don't act on that faith. Because like it says, it is useless and dead if we're unwilling to act on it. Do you really believe it, or does it just sound good? If everything God and if everything Jesus has done in our lives sounds good, but we refuse to live by it, what good does it do?
Man, basically, words don't really mean much. It's a delusion to think that any old person just to be like, you know what, I believe in Christianity, I believe in God, and then leave it at that and think that they're saved. But that's just the beginning of the story. Saying that you're saved and believe in God, that's just the start. But once you really truly accept God into your heart, you let him write his words in your heart, engrave them, and you truly accept the faith, you truly believe, and you start to build that relationship, there's no way that works can't come from that, because he'll change you. Like, see, I'm trying to put this, but let's say like you're a cup and Jesus is like a gallon of water. Jesus' love is like a gallon of water, and if you let him pour that water into your cup, it will overflow. There's no way you can keep that contained, because you'll overflow that and people will see that and you'll show that love, and you'll do the works, and you'll do this not because you have to, because you want to, and because you can't hold it in. That love is so overtaken that you have to show it to everybody else. You can't just keep it for yourself. That's why he says faith without works is dead, because if you don't really have that faith, you're not gonna want to do them works. But if you truly have that faith and you have that love from God, you're gonna have to when you're gonna want to do them works. Like you're not gonna be able to contain it. Like it's going to overflow.
Man, that water and cup analogy is absolute perfection because the cup doesn't do anything in that scenario.
All he does is accept the water. All you gotta do is let him pour it in.
Oh man,
let him pour that water in and it's gonna overflow.
He explained it to you right then and there, man. He explained it to you. Good works will come out, and that will make your faith complete. So it's nothing we do. It's just if we truly believe in what God, which God gives us. God gives us the faith. Remember, we said that a while ago. We can't even take responsibility for our faith. So when we let God do all of that, good works will be produced, and that's how our faith will remain complete, man. Well,
all we do is sit there. Just sit there. Let it happen. Man. Accept it.
Shoot. Well, guys, that's another episode of NMKBH.
Challenge today, man. Yes, sir. What's the challenge today, my boy?
Today, the challenge is a simple question. Is your faith producing works or words? Is your faith producing works or words, man? We got to be honest with ourselves. Share it with us. We want to do life with you. We love doing life with you guys. This year has been so fun, and we thank you guys.
Yes, sir.
Wraps up another episode. NMKBH Nation, we love you. NMKBH out.